Hello, everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes. Due to recent events, these episodes are no longer on theatrical releases, but rather older films. However, just like all of our other clips, it may contain major spoilers about the film, so you have officially been warned. And if you want to check out the full episode, head over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and we'll pop right up. Without further ado, here's your exclusive Patreon clip. So let's talk about her performance. What do you think of this?
I love it. I think she's so endearing with no dialogue, minus that one bit where she's doing the writer's brain, like play out the endings. Actually, what's funny, and this is a writing thing, but the thing to me where I was like, oh, I could connect with her on like a deep level is when she's doing the when she's typing her book and she's like la 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 ending stuff. Money now, please.
Yes, I love the money now, please. As someone who has struggled mightily to write over the last couple of years, where you're just like, I don't know, fuck, like you know what I want to say, so just cut me the check and send it my way.
Right. And admittedly, because this is the first thing that I had seen Segel in, and I don't think she's really done much outside of her husband's films or his TV show.
Which is very disappointing.
Oh, because she's really good. But
yeah,
in this, I was okay, cool, she's great. She can act, but like, again, very little dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
She has bit parts in Gerald's Game. She plays Carla Gugino's mom, and then she plays a customer in Ouija. But then in Hill House, that's when it's like, oh, she's got it. Because I think she's fantastic. But this, I mean, and yes, she's not actually deaf-mute. We can talk about that in a minute. But I find her completely like compelling here. She sells me everything.
I think part of this is helped by the fact that she and Flanagan broke this character. So this is really someone that she helped to create from the ground up. And I really think that shows. She's got a very clear sense of character that I think is accompanied by someone who was really involved creatively in the process.
Mm-hmm.
I just think she sells the physicality of the performance. She's really good at handling the emotional beats when she sees horrifying things, when she's hurt. You know, you really feel that sense of connection to her.
Yeah.
But then also there's something, you know, she's just like a little bit wacky and relatable, particularly in those early moments where, yeah, she's struggling to write, she's a bad cook, even just the fact she's had an active sex life, but she's not really dating somebody right now, and she's just trying to get away from it. All of these things, I'm like, yes, girl, I'm right there with you.
I mean, that's the thing, you know, something like this could easily just be exposition, and it just feels like, okay, let's get this out of the way before we get to the good stuff.
Check
but
off
it's so
exposition.
Entertaining, and it is, but it's so many like little things, you know, where it's like, oh, like you could, I guess, spend more time on this, but like you don't need to because I'm getting all the information I need based on these little things that you're giving me. And the conversation she has with Sarah is just so delightful, you know?
Yeah, and I really like the fact, so coming back to the article that I mentioned a little bit earlier, one of the things that they talk about specifically with relation to the deafness, because a lot of people were struck by the deafness as a plot point and a character beat. So this was new to a lot of people. They felt like they hadn't seen this kind of character on screen. They hadn't seen it done in such a sympathetic manner. Like, I think we're used to really seeing disabled people being represented in a certain way. And particularly when it comes to women, like if you start to look on the stats, there's about 2.4% of films that have disabled characters in them. So it's not a huge proportion. They're often about men.
Yeah.
So when you make it about a woman, obviously we're going a little more niche. And then usually it's like a blind woman, because you can have a standard level actress tap around a little bit. I'm thinking of like Danielle's performance from Happy Death Day to You.
Yes.
Where you're just kind of like, yeah, like any old actress, any old bitch. Oh, fuck. See previous episode on Happy Death Day to You.
Which Joe hopefully will watch again one day so he can like it more.
Dude. But I think in a lot of ways, Maddie feels fresh to people. And to a certain extent, even the nature of the narrative in this film is unexpected because we expect that she will need saving. And she fucking doesn't. And that's really refreshing.
Get in, losers. This is the Lady Killers, a Feminine Rage podcast. I'm Jen.
I'm Sammy.
I'm Rocco.
And I'm May. Our podcast is a tribute to the female identifying killers in horror and more.
Each episode will feature us, your Supreme Court of female murderers, discussing our favorite lady killers, from your Julias and Jennifers to your Carries and Christines.
We'll tell her story, decide if it's good for her horror, and answer the most important question of all: would we die for her?
Join us on Thursdays as we pull on our sweaters, snatch our ice picks, sharpen our scissors, and honor the lady killers who live on the silver screen.
No boys were harmed in the making of this podcast. Yet.
Hello, I'm Shelby Scott, the host of Scare You to Sleep, a podcast where I tell you spooky bedtime stories full of creepy sound effects and music that is soothing yet unsettling to help immerse you into a world of horror. This is a show for those of us who have realized horror can be a strange but relaxing escape from reality. Speaking of escapes, sometimes I lead you through guided nightmares, like a guided meditation, but instead of flowery meadows, I take you on a journey through your own personal nightmare. So come get lost in the terror with me. Listen to Scare You to Sleep wherever you listen to podcasts, or find us online at bloody.fm. Sweet screams.